All right. It's bone stock. It is stock. Um, in a lot of ways, great. In a lot of ways, not so great. So we got, uh, it's a stock body. The place I bought it from actually sprayed the paint, sprayed the body. They did a really cheap, shitty paint job. Like there's some stuff um, inside the cracks that got like paint spray on it. Like for example, um, in here, like the actual shocks to the trunk hatch got paint sprayed on it. So it's gonna be like a lot of fixing of what the um, the previous dealership did to the car that I might have to kind of undo. So it was a really cheap paint job. I was just at the body shop yesterday after I picked it up from the alarm shop to get GPS fitted. Oh, let me back up. So obviously, coming from the last situation is the first thing was I went straight to the alarm and audio shop to get three separate GPS units installed in various hidden locations um, in the car. All three are on completely different systems, and two of the three have geofencing. So, like, there's a geofence around the shop here. So, if the car was to ever even leave the shop, the geofencing would trigger. If you ever had, like, for those who have like an iPhone, if you ever had like that Amber Alert sound that goes off on your phone if there's an Amber Alert. That's the sound that the geofencing makes if the car was to leave the geofence. So that was the first thing I did was just to get security situated. But yesterday I went to the body shop to just go over the paint. So we're looking at we're going to do some blending in the front when we get the body kit, some blending on the sides. They're going to sand down the clear and do a re-clear all over because there's like there's some orange peel. I don't know if I can get you guys to see any of it. It's kind of hard. Oh, yeah, I can probably see that. Y'all see that? Let me know if you see that in the comments. There's some orange peel in a couple of areas that we're going to take care of once we put the body kit on. You're not going to see that there. Let me go around to the other side real quick. Um, so let's talk body kit. Decided to, you're not going to see that. Well, you can kind of see that orange peel, right? As far as body kit goes, so decided for body not to go with the Stillen kit like before on Cami. We're going to go with a genuine Ridox body kit. Put the order in. It's about a 12-week wait. I think I got like 9 weeks left. So we're going to go with the Ridox front bumper with the full carbon Ridox lip that like basically serves as a undercarriage protection as well. And then Ridox side skirts there with the carbon fiber lip to match the carbon fiber lip on the front bumper. And then I'm thinking I haven't made a decision. I'm not going with the Ridox rear valence. There's another company called Twins Design. They have a really cool lower lip spoiler for the Supra that I haven't even seen anybody actually make yet or buy yet for their Supra. So I'm thinking about either going with that for the lower. Look them up. Twins Design. They got a really dope one. I think they just came out with it. So I'm either going to go with that, or they also Twins Design also has some spats that's just right here. They just extend a little lower, so just gives it a more aggressive look. I've considered doing that. Fix that, or or just leave the rear as is. Cammy, the rear was just left as is, so it was like not even there was nothing body wise there, and I enjoyed that look. Going to swap out the factory was that 93 through 96 headlights. Go with 97 through 98 black headlights there. Um, and oh, and then gonna go with the TRD wing for the rear. So I'm going to take this wing off. But the TRD, I actually got it from I forget that company in the UK. The whole wing is carbon fiber, but I'm thinking about having the sides painted and just leaving the blade carbon fiber. So that's pretty much as far as the body goes, what I plan on doing. Going to probably also delete front and rear windshield wipers, just because the luxury of like living in California is you can realistically never drive in the rain here. Realistically, never drive in the rain here, and I just like the look that the car has when it doesn't have windshield wiper blades. If you ever watch like car commercials, especially like when they got the car like driving, usually doing the one here in California. If you look closely, you will notice they never have windshield wiper blades on the cars in car commercials. Just gives it a cleaner look. Um, so moving on. Last thing as far as body goes. Um, yes, I'm going to obviously do go with aftermarket wheels. I'm kind of scared to even say what wheels I'm going to be putting on right now because like it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal what wheels I'm going to be going with because as of right now, only one other Supra in the world have these wheels custom made, and I might be scoring that. So I'm really excited about that. I hope that I can actually pull it off. The deal is kind of done. Like I've paid, but there's some like we gotta like get the fitment and schematics of it just right. But I've paid for them. The order's technically in, but we're still like doing measurements to get them right. And I'm probably looking at oh man, probably August before I would even see him, and that's like at best. It could easily be December before I see him. So yeah, so there's that. But let's keep talking about some of the things I gotta like fix real quick. I'm gonna grab. Just hold on tight here. I'm gonna grab the key so I can unlock the car. Um, look at the interior real quick. Uh, Hang on just a second. Here we go. Fix that. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's look at interior. Going to do an interior, customize the interior on this go round as well. Um, Really excited about that. A few things that are kind of shitty on the car is this was put on by the original owner. No one knows what it is. We think it might have been like a portable GPS unit for like directions. The guy was kind of older, um, but we're not sure. We're not sure what that is. But and then we got like the lower dash panel here is not in the best shape. So when I take it in for the interior portion of the build, we're going to see if we can fix this because we can't actually get a replacement. So that kind of sucks. So we're going to try to fix that. We're going to try to fix that. Uh, I like the satin black look of just the cluster in general, but because we got to fix that, I might end up trying to follow OMG2JZ and it's O with like a zero on Instagram. So my buddy Mo, he's a really good dude, super mechanic for a lot of us super owners here in NorCal. He's got his painted and it's really nice. Actually, I think he painted Quicksilver to match the exterior Quicksilver, and it came out really nice. Looks classy. So that's what we're looking at doing with the cluster. I'm gonna swap these out for the Stu Hagen gauges and swap out the AC for the Stu Hagen setup as well. Yes, manual. These floor mats are so hard to get that people actually sell used floor mats in this condition for like $900. It's insane. Um, as far as the seats go, I'm gonna take these seats out. I'm gonna preserve them. Everything I'm gonna take out of the car or remove from the car, I'm actually gonna save in the storage unit and preserve. So I'm gonna take these seats out, just like I'm gonna take the front bumper off. And looking at going with the S2000 seats and reupholster them so that they're the same tan leather. with Alcantara centers. And then, let's see here, the back seats. So reupholstering them to where the centers are Alcantara. I also had, for a moment, thought about just deleting the back seats and just having like a total, and that way I could just save the back seats as well as the front seats. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about that. Uh, but that dash, got to fix that. And then also, it's just some looseness that we noticed when the car arrived. So we got to like take the dash apart and see what's going on there. First thing is, so this is trash. Dealer bought this from the first owner, so it's technically one owner. I'm the second owner, and I guess they just threw a cheap coat of paint over it. I almost wish that they had not painted it all together because that would have been better than this. Because now I got to repaint the car um, to get rid of that, and it's on this side too. You know, there, trash. Just cheap work, man. Just cheap work. If you look here closely, that's got to be fixed. They didn't take the window out. They just taped it. Didn't do a great job. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to turn this around. Signs of like confident and spotting work evidence. A cheap paint job, you can fix that, right? But body work, like, you start digging in, trying to repaint a car and there's body work that can get pretty. So I'm happy that, at least I don't have that problem. Just bad paint, which, it's easy we get the car to the body shop to do the paint. I'm pretty confident in the shop that I'm going with. It's a shop that I actually recommend. I'm going to switch back on the car. All right. So, with the interior, I think we're going to just replace this carpet. Again, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go with just like this flat surface and then just delete the back seats altogether and go with like just a flow down, or if I'm just going to reupholster the back seats and reupholster, with along with reupholstering the front. Either way, I think I'm going to replace this carpet. I'm going to save this carpet so that again, just saving all the original parts. But I think I'm going to go with a different carpet. Let's see what else back here. Got to buy that. There's the found it. Luckily, it's one of the few trim pieces that you can still buy. For those of you who um, may not have ever actually seen a stock Supra, all right, stock Supra start. Uh, so here's one thing I will say. To put the shiny shit on here because what ends up happening is, I'm gonna see if you can see that. You see that? What ends up happening is that shiny shit starts. Let's see here. Can you see that? Build this up. Dust. Yeah, there you go. And it looks shiny when you first get it, but give it 3 months, it's kind of just attached itself to the armor all or whatever the fuck they do. They do it because they want to, make the engine look shiny because I guess people translate shiny as being, it more functional or like it works better. But the reality is like if you buy a car from a dealer and it's got that shiny shit on it, best thing to do is like the moment you get it, take it home and just wipe it down. Get a towel that's like not a body towel. It kind of works as a degreaser. Not to kill the shine, but at least get just that initial. Let's see if you can see it there. There, you see that? Just to get that initial grease off because it's actually not good. Not good. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna go with a Stu Hagen twin turbo GT28 twin turbo upgrade. Gives it a stock look, but depending on how the rest of your setup goes, you can get anywhere from 450 to the wheels to about 700 to the wheels, while still staying with a twin turbo setup instead of a stock instead of a single turbo setup. Why would I do that? Why would I go with a twin turbo setup instead of a single turbo setup? Well, I actually don't really like drag racing. It's not my thing. My thing, for those who know me, my thing is like going cane carving. I love going up in the mountains and hitting the canyon roads, the twisty, windy roads. So having a twin turbo setup that's still sequential allows for me to get low end speed. When you're going cane carving, you tend to kind of be around here. Let me twist. When you go on an hour, which doesn't sound very fast, but when you're on like super windy roads, can feel pretty death defying. Because of that, I like a twin turbo setup because I like to be able to like hit the gas and immediately get spool on the low end of my RPMs, and then of course if I'm going faster, then the secondary turbo kicks in. So yeah, so that's why I'm going with the twin, the Stu Hagen twin turbo uh, setup there. We got a Koyo Rad radiator coming in. We're gonna go with an ETS 4-inch intercooler. I got new piping. Gonna go with black piping. Got a intake coming in. That should have in the motor. Stainless. We're going with aluminum radiator, aluminum aftermarket 4-inch intercooler. We're going with the Stu Hagen twin setup, and then we're gonna go with some fancy piping for everything. Um, Considering doing a battery relocation to the trunk, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna get rid of all of this. I thought about going with an aftermarket fan to kind of do away with the belt-driven fan and go with like a dual electric uh, fan. But believe it or not, man, upgrading a fan is like $1,000 upgrade. It's not cheap. So I don't know. Maybe down the road for the initial build, I'll hold off on that. Low, what else? Um, Traction control, maybe box, metal, black suspension. So suspension wise, we're gonna go with. Gonna still go with the TRD, sway bars, TRD tower. Gonna go with HKS, uh, PHR. Um, feel like I'm brain farting. I've covered a lot. I've covered a lot. So, anyway, let me know if you got questions below in the comments. I'd love to get you guys's. Didn't notice. This is. I get back to being consistent on this. I'm gonna be posting weekly, and yeah, we got a whole new build. Pretty dope. We're really excited. Uh, uh, so yeah, if you got any questions, post them below. Let me know. In the meantime, it's been Taj and Cars, and I'm out.